In July, the United States, Russia, China, United Kingdom, France, and Germany reached a deal regarding the Iran nuclear program. There are many aspects to the deal, but here are some of the important points.
The point of the deal is to stop Iran from creating a nuclear weapon. Instead of just shutting down the program altogether, the plan is to reduce the amount of uranium in their stockpile, and they would only be allowed to enrich uranium to 3.67% at most. Uranium enriched at the level can only be used for peaceful civilian purposes and would not be nearly strong enough to create a weapon.
They were required to turn its most well-known facilities into a research facility for world scientists. This facility, called the Fordow facility, has always been a place of concern because it is underground, so it could not be easily targeted, and many experts thought that uranium was being enriched there. Iran would also have to reduce the amount of centrifuges which are used to enrich uranium from 20,000 to 6,104 for the next 10 years.
Speaker John Boehner believes that the deal isn't very good because it still allows Iran to have a nuclear program. President Obama agrees, but makes it clear that this plan will extend the breakout time. The breakout time is the amount of time it takes a country to enrich enough material to make a nuclear bomb. It is estimated that as of July, Iran's breakout time would be about 3 months, but with the plan, the time will be extended to a year or more.
One of the biggest parts of the deal is it gives inspectors from the International Atomic Energy Agency, or the IAEA, 24/7 access to the Iranian facilities.
The IAEA will not only be continuously monitoring every element of Iran's declared nuclear program, but they will be also verifying that no fissile material is covertly carted off to a secret location to build a bomb. And if IAEA inspectors become aware of a suspicious location, Iran has agreed to implement the additional protocol to their IAEA Safeguards Agreement, which will allow inspectors to access and inspect any site they deem suspicious. Such suspicions can be triggered by holes in the ground that could be uranium mines, intelligence reports, unexplained purchases, or isotope alarms. On October 18th of this year, the Iran nuclear deal went into effect. In Tehran, the capital of Iran, they started to take the first steps of the plan. It began with the removal of over 2/3 of the centrifuges that they originally had. They also had to destroy a stockpile of enriched uranium that they will not be allowed to possess or use for the next 15 years. The IAEA will inspect and ensure that Iran is following the plan before the international community will give them almost $100 billion of Iranian assets. It was said in October that it would take them almost 2 months to complete the necessary steps in order to receive these assets. On October 19th, there was a meeting held in Vienna to discuss the deal and tell how China and Iran would have to work together to modify certain reactors to make it impossible for uranium enrichment past 3.67%. At this time, Iran also had to give information to the IAEA regarding the intentions of their nuclear program.
On November 2, 2015, information having to do with the shutdown of centrifuges in Iran was released. Ali Akbar Salehi said, "We have already started to take our measures vis-a-vis the removal of the centrifuge machines, the extra centrifuge machines." He also said that the people of Iran want balance. They want economic sanctions to be lifted once they meet the obligations of the deal. The sanctions that they want gone have destroyed the economy of Iran for years. The U.S. agreed to ease the sanctions as soon as the IAEA inspects and declares that they have completed their obligations. Lastly, during this time there has been a death to America going around Iran. The people of Iran do not want war with anyone, but they think that the U.S. have been against the national interests of Iranian people.